Hello, my name is Dr. Chandni Nakum and this channel is dedicated to all things teeth and dentistry. I'm a dentist based in the UK and I enjoy making people smile, not only from the outside but also from within. The purpose of this channel is to help you to understand your teeth better. So I'm trying to make complex information into small, simple and an easy way to understand more about your teeth. So today we're discussing one of the most asked questions when you come to see the dentist, and something that you probably have in your mind but you haven't actually thought about either maybe. What is the best toothpaste? Now if this sounds good to you, please subscribe and hit the thumbs up. And so let's jump right in. What is the best toothpaste? So I've got a bunch of different toothpastes here with me. Some of them are samples, but we're going to go through the ingredients that you should be looking for in your toothpaste depending on what your teeth need. The first ingredient that is common to all of those toothpastes that I had in my hand was fluoride. Now I know people have their concerns with fluoride, but it is the single most important thing for your teeth. It makes them very strong, it makes them more resistant to acid attack, to decay. Single most important thing that you should be looking for in your toothpaste is fluoride. For adults, you're mostly looking around it to be 1,350 to 1,500 ppm, and that's just the unit that you'll find on the back. All of them in the ingredients list will mention how much fluoride there is in that particular toothpaste, and that's the numbers that you should be looking between, so that's the range. Anything that's less than that isn't as protective of your teeth, so definitely watch out for the concentration. Let's talk about sensitivity. Now, sensitive teeth and the toothpaste around it is huge, and generally they work really well. So when you have sensitivity, I would definitely recommend getting a sensitive toothpaste. In the UK, Sensodyne is massive for sensitive teeth and treating it. The reason behind it and the science behind it is of two different ways. So one type is potassium ingredients, the other is occluding ingredients. So a potassium ingredient would be something like potassium nitrate, for example, and it will usually say it in the ingredients list if you look at the back of the box. So how that works is when you have a nerve response and you have a nerve that's being triggered, that is what causes the sensitivity. So effectively, what the potassium is doing is getting the nerve response to be happening at a level which is much higher. So when you are having something hot and cold to drink, the level at which the nerve is being triggered is now higher, so it takes a lot more of something to be colder or to be hotter to bring about that same sensitivity. So that's how the potassium ingredients work. The other type is occluding ingredients. So how sensitivity happens is in the dentine layer of the teeth, which is in the middle layer, it makes up a massive core of the tooth. There are lots of tiny little tubes. Now there's fluid that runs in those tubes. So when you have something hot and cold to drink, this fluid starts moving, and that is what triggers the nerve response to happen, and that is what causes the sensitivity. So effectively, what an occluding ingredient does is it will occlude the tubules. So it will seal the tubules, which means that you're not getting that movement of the fluid, hence you're not getting the nerve response happening. This one, I know it's really small, is Colgate Pro Relief. It's also got sensitive written on it, and again, it's really good for sensitivity. Its active ingredients isn't the same as what Sensodyne uses. So the active ingredient on this one is arginine 8%, and it actually says active ingredient arginine 8%. Arginine works on a slightly different science, but again, it works really well. So great toothpaste. And one more thing about Sensodyne, this is Sensodyne Pro Enamel. Again, it's really good for sensitive teeth. However, this also has the added benefit in that it doesn't contain SLS, which is sodium lauryl sulfate. Sodium lauryl sulfate is an ingredient which is added to most toothpaste because it causes that foaming effect in your mouth. So you might find that when you're using this toothpaste, you don't get as much foaming. It might feel really weird if you're used to having that feeling, but it's got the added benefit of it being SLS free. Now, why that is actually particularly good is that if you suffer from ulcers, this is a toothpaste that you might want to start using because it doesn't have SLS in it, and SLS is known to be a risk factor for getting ulcers. But that is not to say that if you have an ulcer, you shouldn't go to see your dentist, because you should, especially if it has not gone away in about 2 weeks. Whitening toothpaste. Now, whitening is one of those things where you see it on the package and you think, amazing, my teeth are going to get whiter with this toothpaste, so I'm going to be so loyal to using a whitening toothpaste. It does work, and clinical trials have shown that it does have an effect, but the effect is so small and it happens over such a long period of time that the naked eye isn't actually even able to realise that there has been a whiter shade on your teeth. So realistically, it's not a bad thing to use, it's not a great thing to use, but if you are looking at buying a whitening toothpaste for the fact that you really want your teeth to be whitened, then you might not get the results that you want because they're not going to end up as white as you probably want them to be. Charcoal toothpaste. Now, charcoal is such a huge craze. Everybody likes to clean their teeth with charcoal because they think that their teeth are going to get whiter, and that is generally how it's advertised. There's been very little clinical evidence to show that charcoal toothpaste is going to make your teeth whiter. There may be a few, but a large proportion of the clinical trials show that it has very, very little or no effect on the whitening of your teeth. In fact, some of the charcoal pieces that are actually used in the toothpaste are quite large and they can be quite sharp. So brushing that all over your teeth and onto the enamel of your teeth, which is supposed to be the hard, strong outer coating of your teeth, might be doing some more damage to your teeth than good, because charcoal itself is quite sharp and then it can feel very abrasive for your teeth. So what I would say is maybe stay clear of the charcoal, especially if you're trying to whiten your teeth. It's not the best way to go about it. Hopefully you found this video useful. If there are any other topics that you'd like to learn about and me to make videos on, then please write that in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up. Thank you for listening.